everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So yesterday I finished my little glue book that I made out of scrapbook paper and copy paper, and I worked on it. It took me about a week, maybe a little bit less to finish it. And I decided I needed another one in my life. So I made a new one, and this is it right here. I did make it a 1/2 inch taller, and I did make it 10 pages instead of 12, which took out 8 gluing surfaces. So I just made it a little bit smaller. So it has 10 pages in it, which gives me 40 pages to glue on. So yeah, I went through a Cosmo Magazine, which, you know, they're always naughty. But the thing I love about Cosmo Magazine is they have lots of color in it. And that's why I always look through Cosmo. And so a lot of the images that I am putting in this one that I got out of Cosmo had great background color. So instead of fussy cutting a lot of the stuff, I left a border of color around a lot of the items. So I just wanted a very colorful glue book, and so that's what I was looking for, were things of color. So I went through and I added some background pages first, and then I fussy cut a bunch of stuff out, and then I kind of set it aside so that I could, you know, put all the pages together and stuff like that. So, oh my gosh, you guys. So the other day, So the other day, I don't know if you know what a yoga wheel is. So it's like a hard plastic with some cork on it, and it's a big round wheel, and you balance on it on your back, and it stretches your back out and it cracks your back and all this stuff. So I have one. I use it several times a day, and I stretch on it, and it pops my back, and I love it, right? So the other day, I had been sitting on the couch for like 2 hours, and I'm like, that's way too long. My body hurts. I need to get up and stretch. So I get up, I go to lay on the thing, and I'm rolling back and forth a little bit. And next thing I know, I must have rolled off the thing, and it turned sideways, and I landed on it on my back, in the back of my arm. It hurt so bad. And I'm laughing because I was literally watching fail videos on my iPad right before this. And so I fall, right? And it hurts so bad that I start crying, but I'm laughing hysterically at the same time. Well, Bob had just happened to walk into the living room at the same time that all this happened. He's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And he goes, "Wait, are you laughing or are you crying?" And I'm like, "Both." Oh my God, this hurts so bad, but I'm such an idiot. It was so funny. I mean, it wasn't, you guys, my whole, I have a huge purple and black bruise on the underside of my left arm, and my back is totally bruised. I bruise pretty easily. So, oh my gosh, you guys, it's been killing me for the last 3 days. I just can't even believe I did that. I don't know what my problem was. I was laying on it on my back one second. Next thing I know, I was on the ground and it was underneath me, and I was like crying in pain and crying in laughter because I was such an idiot. And then, because I like to torture myself, I went back on the camera and watched the whole debacle happen. And I was like laughing hysterically, even though I was in so much pain. Oh my gosh, you guys, I swear. I need to be put in a bubble. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. It's been really nice taking a break from the holiday crafting and just kind of going back to my roots and doing regular glue booking. I'm finding it's helping me out tremendously with my anxiety right now and my stress level. So I've been really enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. This weekend, I'm going over to my sister's house. She's hosting my birthday party, so that'll be really fun. We're having our favorite family meal, takeout of a place here in Portland, Oregon. So we're excited about that, and everybody's really excited to have it for dinner. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my dessert yet. I offered to pick it up and get it, so I'm not sure. I don't actually like cake. Isn't that weird? I know, I'm a weirdo. I don't like cake. I'm not a chocolate fan. And I absolutely despise and am so disgusted by, and you'll never guess, but I'm going to tell you anyways, butter. Yep, butter. I not only dislike it, but it makes me physically ill if I smell it, or back in the day, even if I touched it. Now, once I became a mom, I had to use butter more often, and so now I can actually touch it. I have to wash my hands right away, and it's just any kind of butter, margarine, fake butter, whatever. It all smells the same, and it's disgusting. Well, margarine smells even worse to me. I'm like kind of gagging right now. I've been thinking about it, so I need to change the subject. But anyways, my mom used to tease me when I was younger, just jokingly, that I was adopted because I don't like chocolate or butter. She's like, how can I have a daughter that doesn't like chocolate or butter? Anyways, what was my point to all this? Oh yeah, my cake. Yeah, so I think I'll probably get a cheesecake, or I was kind of thinking about maybe some cream puffs. I don't know. So that'll be fun, and it's a lot easier when my sister hosts, since she has 2 little kids, and one of them being an infant. So it really helps that when we go over there, it's just a little bit easier. So that'll be exciting. And then Sunday's my actual birthday, and I'm just gonna be home with my boys and my husband and Shermie. And I have no idea what we're gonna do that day. Probably sit back and relax and watch some football, and I don't know. I have no idea. Probably not do much. But that's kind of how I like it. I'm a homebody, and I'm cool with it. So I ended up putting a bunch of mismatched stuff on here, and I absolutely hate this page. But instead of focusing on how much I hate it, I'm just going to move on, and I could always cover everything if I wanted to, but I don't know. I kind of liked that mouth on that bottle. I don't know why I took it down, but nothing on here is really making any sense. That's kind of the whole point. I'm just really focusing on some color and basically just the color. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I hate that page. Everything about it is wrong to me, and I just need to fix it somehow. So I'll have to figure it out. I'll go back and fix it. I always do. And when I don't like a page, I just move on from it. And the cool thing about working in little glue books like this, or any glue book really, is if I'm struggling with a page, I just turn it and I move on to the next thing. And I will come back and add something to it in the moment when it feels right. And that's kind of how I work with all these pages. Even when I think they're done, they're not. I'll find something and I will put it up there, maybe a few days later, and I'm like, oh, this fits good. But in the moment, I thought I was done. So anyways, that's the best part about glue books. You can keep going back and adding more things and all that jazz. So I also, instead of using copy paper, this time I used colored copy paper. And I wanted that because when the book is closed, you can see all the color along the edges of the paper. So, and also if I wanted to leave a little bit of the color in the background, I could. So that's why I did the color. And then like with this page, I totally could have just left the color border around the edges, but I like to finish it off with some washi. Washi tape is a lot of fun, and it's inexpensive for the most part, and I really like using it in my glue books, especially around the edges. I feel like it seems sturdier, and it adds pops of color, and it's just a lot of fun. So I really love using washi in my glue books. So fun. I just love washi. I can't, every time I go to the Dollar Tree, I'm always looking to see if we have new washi, and we rarely do at mine. So when it comes in, I'm like, I'll take 3 of this, 3 of that, 3 of this. Well, not now, because they're raising the prices. Who knows now? And this washi I've had forever. I don't even know how long I've had it. And I used to kind of hoard, I mean, I still hoard stuff in a way where I don't want to use it all because I know once I use it, it's gone, but then it just sits there and doesn't get used. And so now I'm like, you know what? I just need to use what I have and enjoy it. So that's what I'm doing. Just pressing that down, making sure it gets nice and stuck and it's nice and smooth, no air bubbles. Once I cut off the edges, I always come back through and smooth it down again. And I just think the border adds so much more to the page and it seems more finished. That's just me though. And really that's just background color, the image that I put down. I didn't necessarily have to use that image. It was just a background, if that makes sense. Obviously it makes sense. You guys aren't dumb. You get it. I love this guy. I wish he would have fit on there. I have a bunch of really big images and they just don't always fit in these smaller glue books, but I don't mind cutting off part of their head or their foot or something. I think this guy looks really cool on the page. I end up finishing the page off camera. Amazon came and I had to go get packages and stuff off the porch, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. I had fun hanging out with you. And I hope you guys have a really fantastic day and a really great weekend. And until next time, bye.